turn this off. I'm gonna keep this on though. You're not gonna be able to see me though, honestly, because I want to keep this on until everyone comes on over here. I want you to comment when you come on over to YouTube. I want you to comment from TikTok. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And this is what we're gonna do here. All right, bear with me. Becky, see you. Emery, Rising, see you. Here. Alani, here. Everyone. Everyone. House of Aries, is your name still the same? Your names are probably a little bit different, so we're gonna have to get that squared away. We're most indubitably gonna have to get that squared away. Like the live, everybody like this live now. We're no longer gonna do the subscription thing. We're just gonna do liking the live. There's 6 TikTokers over here on the tube. Like it. And I'm gonna show you what we got going on here. We got, it says big 3+ transits, but this is still House of Aries. House of Aries, are you still over here? Talk to me. I gotta go over here like this. I gotta be able to hear myself. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's not what I want to do. Bear with me. We're going to pull it all-nighter. That's what we're going to do. If you're up for it, I'm up for it. Excuse me. I'm working on it. I'm working as rhythmically and fast as I can. I don't know. Moon healing. Ever since you said that sounded subliminal, I don't want to do it anymore now. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to do the subliminals. It's a habit that I've trained myself to do right quick. Okay, I just want the regular tube. Give me the tube. All right, it's gonna go a little more rhythmically now that we're doing this. Okay, am I in? You can't see me though, that's the only thing. That's the only thing, you can't see me. All right, bear with me for one quick second. You said hello. Wonderful. I'm here on YouTube. Okay, perfect. So you can see my little cursor here. Do you see how I got a little more elbow room over here? You see how I got a little more elbow room over here? Rhea Gammon. I'm moon healing. But all right, let's get to it. All right, so this is what I'm talking about here. I was talking about this Saturn return here, House of Aries. That's happening, that just happened. Ba-da-ba-ba. You really can't see it here. I can see it because I know, that Saturn is at 0 degrees of Pisces. And we could essentially look here on this website that I use called astro.com. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this though. You're not gonna be able to see this. You're not going to be able to see it. Can you see it? Yeah, you can't see it at all. You can't see it the way they have this screen cropped. But anywho, we'll get to that in another video. Anywho, okay, but I think that this is good. But this is what I wanted to show you before I so rudely interrupted myself in the whole transfer coming over from the talk, right? This is Scorpio here. And currently right now we have, we have quite a cluster going on here in Scorpio. We have the Sun, we have Mercury, we have Mars here. And the 6th house if you look here, is the house of health. In astrology, the 6th house is the house of health. And this is Pluto. In the course, let me give you a prediction here, right here, like this. Write this down on your little post-it or calendar or whatever it is that you write it down on in your notes on your iPhone or your Android phone, whatever. In 22 days, if you keep this track of not sleeping and whatnot, you'll crash. I don't have a crash sound, so I'm gonna do a boing. We don't have a crash sound. They didn't cut me off. No, not crash like in a car. No. Excuse me. I didn't mean that. Like, you know, your body-wise. Goodness. The 6th house is the house of health body-wise. Drained. Because the 6th house has a lot to do with health. I mean crash like the body, like drinking coffee. No, I'm not even maybe with the car. No. Cancel the car thing out of the thing. That's not what Pluto is. Believe me, if it was car, I would say, maybe. But it's not car related. It's health related. It has to do with your eating habits and your diet and your rest. And even if you don't get 8 hours, that in the course of your work where you take time to, what do they call it? I would call it wakeful rest. I'm getting my chart tattooed. I have it up. Really? I want to do the symbols. Even though I'm not a tattoo artist, I just want to create it so that the tattoo artist knows how to draw it. Coco, welcome. We're over here on YouTube having a blast. Yeah, I have had a bad habit of not resting ever and eating, House of Aries, over the past couple of days. And it's progressing to not eating. I hope you got vitamins and multivitamins. You know, you're at the age where you start recognizing the bones and whatnot. Okay, House of Aries, I got to keep it pushing. We have a long list here. If you'd like a deeper analysis, tlcastrologer.com. You can find it in the description in the lab coat. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You said, geez, people are dark? What happened? I'm getting my chart tattooed, have it up. What's wrong with getting your chart tattooed? I don't have any tattoos, but I mean, different strokes for different folks. No, I love it. You're making me hungry. I'm making you hungry? Let me stop doing that, because that's like an advertisement for them. They don't pay me for this. All right, Moon Healing, you're up. I literally forgot to eat today. Probably because you're so ripping and running. You're not pouring. So you're gonna have to set alarms for yourself for like little 15 increments for power naps then, if you're just gonna be out here like, you know, running wild and you're not gonna listen. You don't have to listen to me. Your body's gonna talk to you. It's gonna tell you it's gonna tell you differently. Your body's gonna tell you a little bit differently. 22 days, mark your calendar. Okay, and come back and give me feedback too. Hey, like, hey, whoa, that goes way off. It's been 24 days, nothing. You know, it can either be a crash and burn in regards to the body being depleted of resources and rest, or through the practicing of rest and pouring into the health and self-care and breaks, then it could be a revival, like a phoenix bird. Oh. No, the car crash thing. Oh yeah, no, it's not I wasn't referring to, yeah, no. House of Aries, thank you. That was a little tidbit. Okay, Moon Healing probably is not here anymore. No, Moon Healing is here. Wonderful. All right, let's get to the next chart. We're gonna get to everybody here. Donations are not a must. Appreciated, for sure. My Cash App is in my description in the lab coat over here on YouTube. If you're feeling like donating to the community of lab coaters, that's not really lab coaters, but anywho, I'm just talking. This coffee's getting me going. I'm channeling. This is the one way for me to tap into my goddamn channel spirit. Finally, Moon Healing Trevor, you're next. Are you here? Let us know. So we give you our birthday and you help us read our charts. Mocha, Mika, if you come over to YouTube, you can do that, yes. Yes, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube. Come on over. You'll be placed on the list. Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm gonna give it to you straight. All right, that's what I'm doing here. Ba-da-ba. Now, Moon Healing, you didn't put a time of birth. I always tell my loves, take your rest and self-care. Absolutely, Becky. What Becky said, House of Aries. Moon Healing, we don't have a time for you. Que lo que? Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Why they give us two Honduras that's the same with one notch, one click off? What's the difference between the one click west? I'm curious now. 14 North 06 87 West 13, 14 North 06 87 West 12. I'm gonna pick 12 for the 12 zodiac signs. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, here we are. We don't have a time for you though, Moon Healing. You're not sure of the time, are you? That's fine, if you're not sure. Oh, Anna V is Moon Healing. Okay, excuse me, I was looking for a different icon. Perfect. Twin Cities, ba-da-ba-ba. Did you give me a time? Tell me you don't know the time, just let me know. I'm asking you about this live, sir. Yes, Mocha Mika, this live is connected to a YouTube live that I'm multi-streaming, and I'm doing the readings over there because I have a little more elbow room and I can pull up the charts. I know exactly what you mean. Forgive me for the multi-stream situation. But this is what I'm doing. If you come on over to the YouTube, name Lab Coat Astrologer, you'll see exactly what we're doing. We're having a blast over here. We got music. We don't have any snacks. We don't have any snacks over here. We're utilizing the TikTok noises and whatnot, but okay, perfect. Anna, AKA Healing, Moon Healing, thank you. We're gonna put you as 6 a.m. Thank you so much. And we're gonna get to your chart. Ba-da-ba-ba. Maybe in the future we'll have some virtual snacks, but for the time being, this is what we're doing. Ba-da-ba. All right, now I do want to tell you, Healing, Moon Healing, Anna, that I have the ability to, I'm pretty good at finding the rising sign. We're not going to do that here today, though. We're not going to do that here today, but I do want to share with you that we can read you as an Aquarius. Also, congratulations to you. Hard worker. Over the course of the past 2 years, even if your rising sign is not Aquarius. You got the sun in Aquarius. We're going to read that there. We don't know what rising sign you are, but you have the moon in Capricorn? Possibly. It might be Sagittarius depending on your time of birth. But if you were born after 6 a.m., more than likely the moon was in Capricorn, which is close to a new moon. And what that means in astrology, when there's a new moon, you were born close to a new moon in Aquarius. So many changes and fluctuations, sudden and unexpected in regards to your schooling, transportation and the such, sudden change when it comes to the schooling. Did you suddenly have sudden reversals in your living condition connected to your schooling as you were growing up? Question mark. Talk to me. If you're over here on the talk, thank you for the double taps. Appreciate each and every one of you. I don't know why people invite me to go live, but they don't say nothing to. That's so weird to me. Definitely scheduled C-section. That sounds terrible. I'm not doing that anymore. That sounds awful. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so it's after 6 a.m. So more than likely we can, you know, are you walking with me here? We can pretty much better bet if it was after 6 a.m., which is what I have here, then the moon would have been in Capricorn, because at 6 a.m. the moon was in Capricorn at 0 degrees and 13 arc minutes in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Okay? We don't know if you're an Aquarius rising. But we do know that Aquarius is very independent. We know that you're very impulsive in love. You know, you fall quickly in love. Oh, like a plane. Quickly. Like a road runner. Meet, meet. Ba-da-bop. All right, I'm making myself laugh a little bit. All right, here. I'm having a lot of fun here. Okay, so what else do I want to share with you? I want to share with you this ring of fire that we had. Let me make this smaller a little bit here. This ring of fire with the, in Libra, really, really close to Pluto. You notice here you got Pluto at 29 degrees. I don't know if you can see this here. Hey. Hey. What are we doing? Are you guys bringing someone else in here, or what are you doing?
What's that?
The sun, moon, and stars. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on mute. If you want to battle, then we could do that, but I'm gonna go on mute. All right. All right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so here. So this symbol here, Pluto symbolizes and is the planet, astrologically speaking, of transformations, right? So this, in essence, you've experienced this. Let me see, right around October 22nd. You know, you just went through a drastic change, you know, in relationships, your perspectives in relationships and whatnot. And not for nothing, oof, this is a little tough here. Saturn in Scorpio, between 2012 and 2015 was some major changes for you too. I don't want to dig too deep into your chart like that, but I will say that at the time that you're getting this reading with me, it has a lot to do with self-discipline. We don't know the rising sign, but still the sun has, the sun in Scorpio points to your career, your reputation, your overall, you know, how you're recognized and your overall position in life. It points to work, long story short, long story even shorter. Correct me if I'm wrong. What it means is that this is a trying time for you. Long story short. Long story the shortest. That's what I can say. Thank you for the double taps. Share the live. We're doing good. Let's do it. What's the cure? Good question. And that's a great question. And one of the cures, that's an excellent question, and I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. You said, no, you are good. You have no idea. You have no idea. This is the natal chart. When I get into the progress chart, but we'll get into that in another video. But what I will say, and one of the things that I practice, this is a secret. Don't tell nobody. Please, don't tell nobody. I'm just kidding. Tell who you want. But I say the remedy is in the opposition. The opposition, because Scorpio is the area, Libra and Scorpio, which is the finding the balance and caring for the well-being of the partner over the well-being of yourself, and ba-da-ba-ba-ba, right? And now that we're in Scorpio, it has to deal with control, the controlling of the emotions, and when other people try to control you, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, Scorpio, and it builds a little bit of a resentment there. And so the remedy is in the opposition, Taurus. Taurus and Scorpio, they need each other. Scorpio is water, it rains on Taurus in order for that extreme rains and monsoons for the earth to grow the fruits and vegetables. Are you with me? So long story even the shortest, it is to value yourself and look into the things, the people, the things that you feel controlled. What's the value? Is it adding value to you, even if you don't like it, if you're uncomfortable? Is it adding any value? This is what the solution and the remedy is. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Which has the connection to do with Chiron. Chiron is in Taurus when you're born, which is a healing. You were born and meant and purpose and promise to experience wounds, and you heal through maybe not seeing the value in things, possibly. This is what Saturn showed you way back in 2012, not for nothing. I have to joke. I love to joke. Joke. That's how the medicine goes down. They said a spoonful of sugar. Not always the case, is it? All right, Anna, we spent quite a bit of time on your chart. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the subscription. Be sure to hit the notification bell. I'm always doing live astrology, and there's so much more room in here. 13 people in here. What are we doing in here? Are we going to win this thing or what? Are we going to win this thing or what? All right, who's next? We got Trevor. Trevor, are you here? Are you over here? Okay, this game's got to be over. Are we going to win this game? We're not going to win? No? No buen? No buen? Ay, Dios mío. Good job. Good match. We got to get out of here. We're doing astrology over here. Thank you. All right. Wonderful. Hey, is this a new page? No, it's not a new page. It's actually an old page. It's a neglected old page. Trevor, you're here. You're not on YouTube, and you're on YouTube. You're multi-streaming. Wonderful. All right, Trevor, thank you for your patience. Mary Evans, are you here? Becky, Chrissy, Emery, July 29th, 69. Maze Artist, Elani, Itty Bitty, user 161870358114191. Trevor was good, appreciate you. Thank you for responding so swiftly and quickly on both platforms. You're in there like swimwear, I'm following you. Yo, you started picking it up. You started vibing. You started seeing where I'm at. You started being in there like swimwear. Anna, appreciate you. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. There's so much more. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Boom, bam, pop. Becky, Itty Bitty, I see you. Emery, see you. Mary, see you. Trevor's next. And then it's Mary Evans. If that's Mary Madison Evans, yes, it is. Thank you so much for responding so swiftly. Ray Gammon, let me see you. Let's get you on the list. Because if you have patience, we'll get you in here. We need your birthday. Did you do your birthday on TikTok? Probably you did. Bear with me. This is the only way that I can keep up. I haven't found a way in which to keep this order so smooth and rhythmic. Thank you for your patience. Double tap for likes. Donations are not mandatory. Will they go to the proceeds of the lab coat, sharing more astrology with you? Most indubitably. Okay, Ray, I can't see your birthday. You're gonna have to, perfect. Look at you, started reading my mind. Okay, so Ray Gammon, you're the user. You switched your name. Congratulations. You did that pretty quick, Ray Gammon. Do you have a time of birth? You must not have a time of birth with that. That's fine. All right, let's get to Trevor. Boom, bam, and popping. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. Okay, 8 a.m. City and state would be perfect. If you don't have it, that's fine. We'll rock, we'll roll with what we got. The more details that we have, the more precise is the analysis. You guys have, this. Anyway, I'm so glad that you're enjoying the live Oh, we got it. Youngin. Youngin. We got the youngins. Respect to the youngins in here. What do you call these? Millennials? What do you call it? I don't know. Let's just put the birth information in their lab coat. We got people waiting there, bud. Let's get it going. 30. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Louisville. Louisville, KY. Gotcha. But another Gemini rising. Oh, now, see, so check this out. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Here, this is Saturn. This sticks out to me like a sore thumb right away. You know, it's in the 12th house. The 12th house is the house of secret sorrow. Sometimes the father or the father figure gets on your nerves. Natural. Some people would say, oh, that's everybody's father. And precisely, at some time or another. Now, this makes a little bit more of an interesting mark. It even makes you look close, resemble even the father. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There. Right? Saturn in Gemini makes one to learn lessons through their communication and the telling of stories. You're good at telling a story and getting away with, I don't want to say too many words here, but you're good at talking your way in and out of things. And it caught up to you. It will catch up to you. You're early, you're young. I want to give you a time for that. Approximately, this is 2024, let me see, 2020, let me see, 2020, let me see, 2022, 2023, 24, 26, 28, possibly 2029. You got some time. But I will let you know this. Remember me, you know, when you're between 27 and 30, Saturn in Gemini. And you're like, I don't know what stuff's going on, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You know, it's the words that you say and how you communicate and taking advantage of other people when you probably shouldn't, and being fair and such, and ba-da-ba. There's a time and season for everything, right? I'm going to say that. I'm going to keep that there. But Saturn here is lessons through communication. Also could benefit you through learning another language as well. You see, you got this cluster of planets here. We got this cluster of planets here. We got the moon, and Aquarius is so independent. You know, even rebellious to a certain degree, right? And the moon trines the ascendant, which is an air sign. You see these colors here? Aquarius is orange, Gemini is orange, Libra is orange. Do you see this triangle here? This is what you call a trine. You have Gemini and Aquarius in trine. The words that you say and speak and your ability to get away with, you know, with things or talk your way in and out of things. Ba-da-bop. Very mature though. I will say there's a maturity to you. You know, older than most of the people in your generation, you tend to take the lead in that regard. Plus being an Aries, it's not only the Aries, it has a lot to do with the Saturn on the ascendant. The mother looks like she's spiritual, you know, maybe to an overboard degree, maybe a fanatical spiritual, perhaps, potentially. I don't know how that resonates with you and whatnot. Now, this North Node in Gemini, damn, you are pretty smart, bro. You're quite nifty. You're very witty with this Saturn on the ascendant. This is another testimony, the North Node in Gemini, that points to your witty behavior and your ability to come up with shit quick, boy. Whew. Quick. I see how you vibing with me, Trev. I see ya. All right, now that we plucked you and we got you on track, let me see if this resident thought about picking up a language for real. You should. It'll help you in business as you become to be an administrator and a boss, an executive, and things of this nature. I'm not just saying that just to be saying that, but because Saturn is on the ascendant, right? And the ruler of the ascendant, Mercury, is in Aries, where the sun is exalted. You know, it brings friends in your collaborations. Pick good friends. Pick people who goddamn got their head screwed on right. Lean towards business. Start getting into business. Learn another language. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Huge year for you in regards to the people who you hang out with. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You heard? I started channeling on the late night in the witch hour. We're in here. Let's get it. I'm having a blast. If you're over here on TikTok, you're missing out. You're missing out. Maze artist, yes, you are on the list. Did I already get to you? Where are you? Maze Artist, where are you? Maze Artist, where are you? Mary Evans, you're next. Maze Artist. Oh, I don't have you on the list. I'm gonna have to sneak you in here somewhere. Put your birthday in there in the comments. I remember seeing your name, but I don't have you on the list. Put your birth information in there. You're on the list. I'm going to school for business administration. Let's go! Don't stop. Don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Don't do it. Perfect for you if you stick it out. Pick good friends. Pick friends that, you know, I'm gonna leave that there. Anywho, now with this business thing, congratulations on the business school and everything like that. Peacefully, I'm really excited for that. It's your health though, your eating habits. You kind of have this workaholic mentality right now, you know, trying to juggle play and work. You know, last month it was fun, it was a bunch of fun. Now we started getting into our health and our sleeping habits. This full moon actually is a highlight towards you actually acquiring a financial position through your sleep, your rest, and health, astrologically, and through good friends. The full moon is actually happening right on your Venus. You're getting ready to make a couple dollars through and by with friends. A little collabo labo. College senior right now, make good decisions. You're in there, you're doing good. Maze Artist, thank you so much for being swift with the birthday. Appreciate you. I thought I did put your birthday in here. We'll put it in here again. Maybe I'm not seeing it because I'm so zippity-doo-dah. 96 at 5:42 p.m. Lancaster. I did put your birthday in here. Maybe I put you under a different name. Where's Lancaster? Oh, I have you in here. Oh, I wasn't reading properly. You're in here. You are in here. Yeah, definitely a workaholic. Yeah, you got to pour into yourself a little bit more. Whenever you see this 6th house compartment right here that I got highlighted with the, oh, let me move up here. You guys can't see this. Pardon me. So whenever you see the 6th house, I'm saying the 6th house because Scorpio, this is Scorpio, and it straddles this line. This is the doorway to the 6th. This is the back door to the 6th and the front door to the 7th, as you can see by the numbers. But Scorpio is here. The Sun, Mercury, and Mars are here. I'd show you. We'll do that in another video. But the Sun highlights. It's kind of like a play where the light shines on the main character. You know? The main character, The Rock, or whoever, you know, your favorite Hollywood character, the light's on them, their theme. You know? So the light's on your health. You know, your diet, your intestines. Drinking fluids that are not healthy for you could be unhealthy for you right now in excess. I'm going to say that to you leading up to for the next 9 days, if you will. I know you're a senior and everything seems to be so strategically in its place, but we got to recuperate and start thinking about our intern. This is what we got to do here. I'm going to leave that alone right now. It's your health. Get a multivitamin or something like that. I know you're young, but it'll benefit you in the long run. You know, we're doing this for the marathon. Okay, let's go to the next one. Trevor, I appreciate you. I was working 2 jobs last semester, but just have my internship now. Okay, well, let's focus on that and get proper rest so you can pour into the internship so then you can be strategically placed into the job. Maybe, maybe not. I think you can do it. I thought you said you did. Maze Artist, I do have you. I do have you. Excuse me, I do have you. I wasn't looking at it properly. Okay, so, yeah, I don't drink or smoke, sophomore. Okay, well, you're doing good. You're in good position there. I don't know what else that could be. I'm gonna leave that alone right now, okay? All right, Trevor, you're more than welcome to come back for more future insights from that lab coat astrologer. Boom, bam, pop. And let's get on to the next. Trevor, we did you. Mary Evans. I almost said Mary Poppins. keep me posted. See what happens in the next 9-10 days. Tell me what happens with school, teacher. Maybe a teacher trying to. I don't want to, you know, go too crazy with that. I'm gonna leave that until I look at the chart. I gotta catch myself. This coffee's got me going. January, February, March. Okay, March 10th. Got you. Mary Evans, you're up. After Mary Evans is Becky, then Chrissy, then Emery if you're here. If not, we'll skip to the next person. No worries. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Mary Ann's, you were a little pup when you were born. I was graduating. Good old days. Thank you for the memory. Okay, okay. And because I'm putting these birthdays in here, I'm not putting this, this is not going to be a public live. It's just not. I love the travel. Welcome in. How are you? Good morning. What are we doing? We're doing astrology. Michael Hudson, how are you? We're over on YouTube. We're having a blast. We're having a party. We got music. I want to say there's virtual treats, but there's not. It seems so fitting, right? But it's not. That would be a fallacy. Anywho, here we are. Oh. I wonder, now this is the type of thing that gets me when people have 12 p.m., Mary Evans. I was talking about you. You're one of the ones. You got 12 p.m. Now, were you born at 12 p.m. noon? For real, for real? I gotta know. I'm curious. I didn't get no invite or I would have came sooner. Mike, don't even worry about it, bud. You're in good hands. You're doing good, whatever, do whatever you want to do. It's fine. The list is long. But if you want, we're over here on the tube having a blast. Okay, for real, okay, we'll rock with it, we'll roll with it. That's mega awesome, Trevor, keep it up. Yeah, everybody, Trevor, what'd you say? Just my mental health hasn't been the best the last few, because you haven't been sleeping. Trev, what are we doing here? How can the mind work properly with not much sleep? You're working 2 jobs. And I know you said 5 months, that extends past and before the 2 jobs possibly, but that's how it works. Anywho, we're gonna get back to you in another video. Or a little bit later if we get through the list, we can come back around, swoop back around, right? Okay, so Mary Evans, we have you here. I wonder, Mary Evans, when you were younger, right? Did you injure, you know, what is that there? A scar or injury to the head and or ankle issues when you were young? I'm curious. Is it the ankles that are a weak spot? May's Artist, I appreciate you for the share. You're a soldier. Mary Madison, talk to me. River, Junie, user, Nancy, say hi. Nisi, you can say hi if you're just watching. Ankle issues for sure, Mary. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So, I would say to you, for you, with this chart, looking at it from my perspective, is that the Ring of Fire really brought, you know, it's your living circumstances that are a highlight. Let me see here. Let me do some calculations here. Wait a minute. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, you're 26. You're really close to your Saturn return. I wonder how your schooling's going. I wonder if you're taking a class. If this eclipse has to do with your living situation in connection to your school or your transportation. Is it school or transportation that that's a focus here, or last month? Will do, yeah, my sleep schedule 5 months ago was great, but not anymore. Most likely the root of the whole issue. That and a multivitamin. It's a combination of rest, right? Not saying you gotta have 8 hours, because I've seen some things scientifically that you don't even need 8 hours. Everybody is not the same on that regard, so I can't prescribe that. But rest and sleep. And I get that from astrology. I get that from the 12th house, and I get that from the 6th house. The 6th house has to do with the health, and the 12th house has to do with rest. The 12th house has to do with self-improvement. It's the hospitals. It points to hospitals. What you don't hear a lot, but you'll hear some of that with me here. And in hospitals, if we were to examine that a little bit deeper, we would see the infirmary is a place where you improve, you heal, you recover. The 6th house is the house of health, and it points to the gut, if you will. Now the sun for you, Trev, I'm trying to get out of your chart for a minute so we can get on Mary. But it points to the gut for those that were wondering, inquiring minds. For those who are over here too on YouTube, hang on, no one's saying nothing over here? All right, watch this. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I just reset the live. Mary Madison Evans, psychic dev classes. Dev Dow? Mary? Do Cancer ascendants amplify moon signs? Absolutely, you know that. Are you saying Dev Dow, Mary, Maddie? Trevor, no reason to say sorry. We don't say sorry over here. That's demeaning. Development? Oh, psyched. I got excited. I thought you knew someone that I knew. I was like, wow, really? Mazar, yes, I see you. You are still here. Wonderful. I reset that live over there. Thank you for coming over. If you wanted to go back over there and you like the TikTok and you like to see me on the TikTok, not a problem. You're more than welcome. You are on the list. I got you. Okay, you said psychic development classes. Interesting. Let me see this here. Okay, psychic development classes. I can see that there. I can see that there. And so let me show you where I got that from. I got that from the Ring of Fire here in the 4th house, which points to the home, the family, the roots, and the foundation, right? And the relationships and the family dynamics. So this is also a thing at the same time that you're doing this psychic development class. Last month, this was a thing for you. And this is what the Ring of Fire started, new actions, new beginnings there, leading up to the full moon in Taurus. But we pit stop here in Pisces, where you have Venus, which loves being there. Venus is exalted here, you know, with Mercury there. So there's already some psychic ability and insight in you being a natural teacher. So you're learning it to become a teacher. But I'm getting this from Venus. Venus is the ruler of Libra. And for those who have been listening to me on YouTube, on TikTok, wherever the case may be, wherever you've heard me, I've been talking about Venus significantly with this eclipse season and the importance of it in the natal chart. And this is an example here. Venus in Pisces in the 9th house really brings a newness to the philosophy and the learning and the growth and development. Pisces is psychic, not as psychic as Scorpio, but it definitely has to do with the inner vision. The 3 water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Akira, Spear, you're on the team. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you. We're having a YouTube party over here. I'm actually pulling up people's charts. You're going to love it over here. Come on over. Lab Coat Astrologer is the name. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. All right, so moving forward, Mary Evans, tie this in a knot. It looks like you've just gone through some healing over the past day. right? Some healing and or wounds, perhaps, with the emotions and the way that you express your emotions. I don't know if it's with a child or with children or in the love life. Is it love life or children? Akira, how are you? Did you hear me? I'm over here on YouTube. We're having a little party over here. And we're doing readings. You're more than welcome to come over here if you want. So this is a focus, Mary. I'm going to say that the focus is the children in addition to you. You know, you're doing good with the psychic class. That's moving rhythmically. However, this next 27, 22, 23 days does point to loving yourself. I'm going to say loving yourself because the 5th house has a lot to do with the heart and the things that we hold most dear and close to our heart, right? It has to do with the healing, to recognize how you've healed, right? I'm not saying stop the classes, but pour into the loving yourself as well as children and some of your talents and enjoyments, if you will. Does that resonate with you? Share the live over here. If you'd like a reading, we're having a subscription party. You know, this full moon it looks like a party's coming up for you. It looks like there's a little party coming up for you with friends, a little collab. Not collab like lab coat collab, but getting you know, associates and acquaintances, you know, and whatnot, and some enjoyment. So enjoy yourself with that party with this full moon coming up here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Mei Ling, welcome. All right, Mary, we got you. Becky, you're up. We're moving rhythmically. I'm going as fast as I can. Mary, thank you. I hope you've subscribed. Smash the subscription button ever so gently. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got here. To smash the subscription button ever so gently. Amanda, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. Samain is my witch friend, New Year. Huh? So, Amanda with the galaxy. Who is that? Amanda, Fofanda, Fee, 5, Fofanda, Amanda. Thank you for the galaxy. Comment something so I can follow you. Thank you so much. We're over here on YouTube having a blast. You could be on the list. We're pulling an all-nighter on a Tuesday. We usually don't do these types of things. This is rare. This is a rare one. It's a rarity. I don't know what you mean, Mary. So basically Halloween will be a party. Oh, okay, I see. Thank you again. You're welcome. All right. Becky, check. Are you here? No Becky? Okay. Chrissy, are you here? Oh no, Becky, you're right there. Okay, you said yay. Yay. Okay, let's put you in here. After Becky is Chrissy. Chrissy, are you here? 3/30/90. March 30th, 1990. Are you still here? Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba. Yay. 12/10. I assume that's December 10th. It's interesting because depend on where you are in the world. Sometimes they say the month first or the day first, then the month. The same Amanda that always sends you the galaxy one. Amanda, you're going to do that to me? The same Amanda. It's not the same Amanda. Amanda, appreciate you. Come on over to YouTube and say hi. Tarina, is the hat on or off? It's a combination, Tarina Cloud. Thank you so much for acknowledging that. You have a sharp eye. Sure am. Appreciate you. December 1st. Interesting, Becky. Thank you for the catch, because I put December 10th. Thank you so much. Oh, you're the one that was born at 222. Are you seriously born at 222? I don't believe it. No way. Becky, come on. And you said you were 22 inches in the room that was 2,222? Come on. Becky, we're gonna need some proof. I'm just kidding. We're not getting into that. I believe you. I'm just joking around. All right, Santa Rose. Why is it saying Santa Rose, Argentine? I thought you said Cal. Santa Rose. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong here? I don't see. Maybe I gotta go alphabet. That's what you gotta do. Keep going. Don't give up, lab coat. Keep going. There you go. There you go, lab coat. Ah. Dun 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 dun. Got him. Okay, we're in here like swimwear. Becky with the good hair. Amanda, I'm not sure. You're gonna have to come over here and ask her. I'm not sure. Becky, do you have good hair? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, Rosa. I made a mistake? Pardon me. Yeah, I got it. Santa Rosa. Got you. Becky, Becky, do you have good hair? Okay, does this look like your astrological chart, Becky? Just for giggles. I try to. You try to have good hair, you either got good hair or you don't got good hair, Beck. Cat W24, welcome in. We're having a YouTube subscription party. What do you get? You get a reading. I'm putting your chart up. You're able to see it and everything. It's dynamic. It's exciting. We're having a blast over here. Pulling an all-nighter. We usually don't do this, so I'm in rare form channeling. It does. I see my kite. Oh, you're talking about kites. Okay, yes, this kite is pointing to Pluto. I'm glad you pointed out to that kite. Thank you so much. You're helping. You're helping out with the reading. Gracias. Now, so I want to bring your attention to Aries and Libra while we're looking at this kite, because this kite is in position for significant changes in regards to your emotions. Coming up here, it's getting stronger. The beat is actually building. The beat is actually building. So Aries and Libra are the places where the North Node and the South Node are. You know, it's where we're having these eclipses, if you will, close in proximity. The North Node is in Aries, the mission. I think this is more the mission to be, I want to say self first. Do I want to say that? Yeah, I do. I want to say it's more pouring into the self, even though you're at Aries rising. The sun in Sagittarius, Jupiter is in Taurus. Jupiter in Taurus, you're having a Jupiter return, but it's very giving. The North Node, which means that you give, you know, a lot. Even though you have the moon in Aries, it can be stingy, I think, and it can be self-first and selfish. But it's interesting how the dynamic is playing out with the North Node. It's the purpose is Aries. The purpose is to have control over the impulses, you know, and the control over the emotions. The emotions change, and resentments. You know, this whole dynamic between the mother, something going on with the mom or the mother figure. It's great letting go. This new moon would have pointed to that. You know, the new moon starts to finding equilibrium and connection to your relationships, not only intimate and marriage partner, but also personal relationships, the well-being of others, and balancing it with the well-being of yourself and finding that happy medium. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you feel strange if you don't, but the universe, how the universe is working right now. How the universe is working right now with the North Node in Aries, where your moon is at. The mission is for putting the self first. Nothing wrong with helping out and giving. But with Aries in the first house and the North Node in Aries like that, it's the self. It looks like traveling. This year's are you being pulled to teach or travel somewhere or go somewhere? She passed in 2007. My condolences. 2007. Track. 2012. 2010. 2008. Wow, your mother transitioned when you were going through your Saturn return. Is that the case? Let me do some math here. Let me calculate here. No. Let me see. 2008 minus 9. Yeah. Right around the Saturn return. That was a hurt piece. That was tough. I always longed to travel. Yeah, this is a little bit more. I don't know. This is an aspect that happens over the course of the next year and a half. I don't want to dig too deep in it. That's one of my problems. I love this stuff. I get to digging into the chart. So this new moon's ring of fire solar eclipse has a lot to do with balancing, you know, your relationships, the well-being of others with the well-being of yourself. This is a significant feature in your relationships. There's big changes coming in relationships through you placing value of the partner over yourself and vice versa. You want to find that happy medium, right? And so I would say a day ago, you kind of got this feeling of your purpose and your mission. What is that? What is that? The mission to travel again. I don't know. It looks like teaching. It looks like you're a natural teacher or something like that, or travel abroad or something like that. I'm not sure. It's interesting. Amanda, how are you? Welcome. Be sure to smash the subscription button ever so gently. Itty Bitty, you're back. You're still on the list. Welcome back. I grew from her passing. Yes, you did. Greatly, you have. Over the course of the past, between 2020 and 2022, it surfaced a little bit. Maybe you used it as a strength there. But anywho, I'm trying to figure out this mission and this purpose. The next 10 days has a lot of knowledge, filled with knowledge. It's filled with perspectives in relationships, how you view relations and how the partner treats you. There's some type of change coming up here in the next 8 days-ish or so. I don't know exactly what it is by looking at just the natal chart. But it also brings a highlight in themes, like I was talking about the light on the main character of the play. With the Sun, Mercury, and Mars in Scorpio, makes you very investigative and look at what it is that the partner has to offer right around this time of year, this time of year. So, and there's a need for some rebirth and a renewal. You know, Scorpio in the 8th house. Properly? What do you mean? I'm having technical issues. I'm trying to get both apps to line up so I can see. YouTube.com, that's all I can tell you. And you look for my name. My name is Lab Coat Astrologer. Maybe that's the issue. Lab Coat Astrologer. Hopefully that helps you, itty bitty. If you put that name just like that, one word, in the search engine over there at a YouTube, you should be able to connect with us. Becky said, I need a glow up. Yeah, you do. Out of the frump. I've sunk into Like I stepped off my path to my, one of the things that I like about you saying that is, for you acknowledging it and recognizing it, that's half the battle. I know I'm meant to do more than I have done. Yeah, I feel like you're meant to be a teacher. This kite that you mentioned, I want to bring this to your attention right quick on the way out. And then we're going to get to Chrissy if she's here. If not, we're getting to Emery. If not, we're getting to Girl. If not, we're going to Roxanne. If not, we're going to May's Artist. But anywho, this kite. If you notice these signs, Sagittarius, which you have a great stellium in there, your drive and your enthusiasm, you're good at putting the battery in the back of people, is what you're good at. You're super good at that. People get it, and they're inspired by you. Probably without you even realizing it. Not for nothing. But Sagittarius is red. Aries is red, where you have the moon. And Chiron. You're experiencing a Chiron return. And Saturn is in Leo. This fire trine. Right? Do you see that? You're like the life of the party. You get the party going. I know it's just off the timing when I pull up YouTube. It is very much behind itty bitty. It is very much behind. I will let you know that. It is. Honestly. I've tried to fix it as much as I can. But this is what we're working with here. So step into that thing. This next year and a half, year now, is big for you. And I think right around this time of the year, like I said, in 8 days, you got some exciting news and downloads and information coming to you as we approach your birthday. You'll get the fire under your ass and under yourself, if you will, and get it going. Wonderful. Becky, I appreciate you. We're moving on to the next individual. Bear with me. I have to see what mother. First, I want to see who's next. Is Chrissy here? March 30th, 90. Emery. March 27th, 94. If you'd like a deeper analysis, Becky, the website is in my description. July 29, 69. Roxanne, October 15th, 1975. May's Artist, Alani. Okay, Emery, you're here. Wonderful. March 27th, you're up. Christy's not here, is she? Phenomenal. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Becky, I'm always here. If you're into astrology and want to know how to comprehend the components, come to the perfect place. I also have a Patreon too. I encourage you to subscribe if you want. May's Art, you're here. Wonderful. I see you. We're getting close. We're to Emery. It looks like Chrissy left. Okay, let's get into it. There's so many, I want to say virtual treats so bad in the description on YouTube, but there's no virtual treats. It's just, I'm calling them virtual treats because I think there's some goodness. Okay, there for you. At least check it out. All right, Boom Bam Pop, Emery, March 27th. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. March. We really did astrology until the sun rises. This is what we do in here. This is what the lab coat does every once and again. Not all the time, but every once in a while I get the boom bam and popping. Every once and again. But I'm always doing live astrology. Let me see. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Did I spell it wrong? Yes, I did. Got him. Bling. Okay, and we have another Aquarius rising. You know what I say about Aquarius risings? I'm going to give you a cheer. Emery, I'm going to give you a cheer. Yes, I am. I'm going to give you a cheer because of all the hard work that you've put in here. And it still doesn't stop. and you're experiencing a Saturn return. One of the biggest features for you over the course of these next 2 years, I'm just going to share this with you, is you managing your finances and your spending. Huge. I wonder if you're working on your credit right now. Interesting. It hasn't gotten so bad, but it's coming soon. You probably got a taste of it in March. You might have got a taste of it in March, April-ish, right? But that's huge. Okay, and so over the course of these, today, yesterday, and today, we'll be looking at that and learning how to conserve, stretching how to make it stretch. Now, interesting, you got Jupiter in Scorpio, so you're approaching some type of benefit. You're promised to experience some goodness and good times in connection to the career and the workplace and through your business. You got your own business, or you work, you get a bonus or something like that? Wait, 3:12 p.m.? Okay, I made a mistake. Good catch. Hang on, that changes things a little bit. Hang on, wait a minute. That changes things a lot a bit. That's 12 hours difference. A little bit different. Okay, so no, it's not finances as much. It's more so relationships. It's trying to find, the shit is here. You have been having some relationship issues ever since the spring. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you on the verge of letting bygones be bygones? Well, not letting bygones be bygones. It would be more of a, it would be a disappointment, right? Possibly. There's disappointments in relationships when I see this astrological aspect here. And this past day would have pointed to some of that. And so this month actually points to, last month was finances, and the Ring of Fire did touch upon the finances and emotional spending. But this month points to learning and understanding and communicating to the partner and letting them know how you feel in that regard. Engaged and happy. Wonderful. Interesting. What is that Saturn return then in the 7th house? Is it the respect that is gained from the partner then? Is that, because that's still a Saturn return. Interesting. I'm not gonna stop till I find it. And so you're telling me that you're one of the few, the proud, not the Marines, but it just sounded perfect, didn't it? You're one of the few of the proud, or is it too early to tell? This is the question. Because if the communication between you and the partner is good, that's awesome. That's wonderful. Happy, engaged, everything. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. But I will say from astrological chart that I'm looking at here, what it looks like is that relationships still, boundaries and respect issues still become a theme over the course of the next 2 years. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So if things are good right now, that's wonderful. Maintain those things. Keep doing what you're doing. But it's not limited to only the marriage partner. It's relationships and personal relationships, period, and the setting of boundaries and the learning how to set boundaries and whatnot, if you will. I just want to share that and leave that there. Aries rising, more losing friends than my partner. Interesting. Does that bring a bond? Does that bring a closer bond with the partner? Not for nothing, you do have Jupiter. You have Jupiter in the North Node and Pluto for that regard. A little stellium there grouped up in Scorpio that works well with this Mars, Mercury, and Saturn. I don't know, it's too early to tell. It's too early to tell. If you've been losing friends, then that would still be relationship, falls into the relationship house. Sometimes people seem to think that the 7th house is just the house of your marriage partner or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. That's not necessarily the case. It's personal relationships, and it even extends to business relations, not for nothing, and for something. But the focus for you is understanding communication, and it looks like travel, maybe traveling a little bit further than you usually do within the neighborhood or within your own town or this still brings longer distance traveling for you. And understanding, mindset, reading, writing, your confidence, self-confidence, if you will. The third house has to do with the way in which we speak, the way we communicate, if you will, right? This is third house things, right? And because Jupiter is here, there's a learning, right? So leading up to the full moon in Taurus, then again, we have another testimony that points to travel. Are you planning on traveling somewhere between now and Saturday, or something, setting something up, or maybe planning a trip between this time, even if you don't go up to Saturday? I want to move to New York. Interesting. What was that? Maybe check it out. Maybe New York is your key. You know, this full moon, not only the full moon, but Jupiter is also in Taurus, and it does increase the potentials for travel and or transportation. All right, bear with me for a moment. Nature is screaming at me loudly. All right, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm back. Emery, I want to thank you for sharing. It gets a little deeper when we get into the progress chart. You're a fighter, you're a warrior. Kind too at the same time though, because you got Venus and Aries. But thank you so much. I'm glad you and your partner are working well and rhythmic. Build that respect between one another and consideration. That's awesome. Rare and awesome, but very, very awesome. I wonder if Jupiter is really that strong. Okay, so who's July 29th, 69? Are you still here, or is it May's artist? No, it's Roxanne. Is Roxanne here? Or whoever's July 29th. Whoever's July 29th, 69, are you here? Roxanne, I already did Roxanne. I'm doing May's artist. If July 29th, 1969 is not here, then I'm doing May's artist. May's artist, you're up. We got May's artist, Alani, Itty Bitty. And then this looks like Ray Gammon. Who's left? There's only 6 people in here. Itty Bitty, did you find a way to get over here to YouTube? You didn't. May's art. Thank you for your patience. Bridget Knight. Bridget Knight, is this your first time here? We could put you on the list. No? Bridge. Come on now, I got a list here, Bridge. Bridget, pardon me. I didn't mean to mispronounce your name. All right, let's get May's art here. You're first on my list. I'm keeping a list on paper, and I didn't see you on here. Maybe I missed you. Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, welcome. It's still off, but I can manage. I'm watching both. Okay, wonderful. Itty bitty, you're coming up. Bridge, you're welcome to stay. We got you. We got you covered. Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, we're having a YouTube party, YouTube subscription party over on YouTube. Lab Coat Astrologer, come on over. You could be placed on the list. The list is getting shorter too. For the record, on the record, let the record reflect. May's artist, January 12th. Ba-da-ba-ba. I said a YouTube subscription party over on YouTube. I put January 12th. Did I put your... Okay, 96, perfect. Got him. Whoa, excuse me. Okay. So we got you here. This is your astrological chart. As a Cancer rising. Gratitude. You're welcome. Are you crying? Are you crying in gratitude? Subscribe on YouTube? Absolutely. Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Okay, so what do we have here? Whoa, you got the moon in Libra, for one. So over the course of the last month, it pointed to the home life and the family matters, family dynamics, the relationships within the family. Bridget said Ashe, perfect. Thank you so much for your patience. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Interestingly enough, these relationships, these family dynamics are pretty intense. It looks like the eclipse was right on your north node. And so what you're going through is a nodal return. You know, the relationships within the family, as well as the career, the reputation, you know, it's a pivot. There's a pivotal things, life-changing circumstances happening to your living conditions, as well as your career, and will be over the course of the next year and a half. Right? That was last month. Now, this month, you're determined and driven. What are you driven to do? You're driven to make some changes, some significant changes. Are you moving? May's artist. Could that be a move, or would it be more so engaging in relationships? Maybe freedom. That's interesting. Freedom in relationships? Huh. It would be so fresh though, because we just ingressed into the Scorpio season. You know, it really points to shared resources, love life and shared resources, and the contribution of the partner on the partner's behalf. Talk to me. We've got to do something here. Let me walk with this. Just started a career as a tattoo artist back in January, trying to save to move. Interesting. That is pretty interesting. So this month there's a focus on clients. That's what that is. Because I'm wondering what this Mars in Aquarius is. When you get angry, you actually intellectualize And I'm torn finding balance between career and being a mom. I see. I see. That's a 1.5 year thing. There is a tear, a small tear there. It's actually a bigger tear than a small tear. It's not really a small tear. It's the lack of financial support from the partner, though, because Mars is in Aquarius in the 8th house, which is shared resources. So you're just a little bit of a struggle and a battle there if you haven't given up already. I see. Because that act... If you look at this astrological chart and you see where the moon is at, the moon is in Libra in the 4th house. You got the moon, Chiron, and the North Node right there. Are you with me? And so I'm a big fan of planetary rulerships. It is going to get harder before it gets easier, but it creates this reputation for yourself that's solid over the course of the next 2 years. But you're a Capricorn. Look at that, man. You are goddamn... You know, you place yourself in some interesting situations with your relationships with the sun in the 7th house. You know, you have this toughness. There's this toughness with you. Let's talk about this a little bit. See this sun in Capricorn at 21 degrees? You know, there's this toughness about you. Serious hard worker. You're willing to work hard, so hard for the partner. You know, this North Node return in Libra brings a mission to have a fort and a foundation for yourself and for your family, and have the partner working a little bit harder for you. With all due respect and balance and harmony and equilibrium. But you know what I mean? You know, the contribution of the partner, they gotta talk the talk in the beginning. Or not only talk, they gotta show you. You're not about talk, really. You're about show me. Okay, so that's a red flag for me. Peacefully, not like, I say red flag because that's the terminology used, but it brings up a signal. It's a marker for me, in addition to looking at the astrological chart. And so I find astrologically that when the sun is in the 7th house, this stems all the way back to childhood even. What I've found is that, you know, in all your toughness as a Capricorn and bossiness and controllingness, when you were younger, you might have been, you know, I can think of what comes to mind right now is a hand being placed over the mouth. You know, when it came to speaking or speaking your opinion, it was always shoved down. You know, other people telling you what to do and trying to control you and what you should do and, you know, what's good for you and this and that and ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You know, and that's Capricorn. And you're like, well, how is that possible? You know, I'm a Capricorn. I'm supposed to be the boss. And you are. And you have to do this in the beginning. You have to lay down a strict format for your partners to make sure, because you give. Cancer on the ascendant is giving. Not giving like how they're giving. They say giving when they're talking about an outfit. That's giving. But it's giving a need to lay down the law in the beginning before you share any type of snacks and goodies. If that makes sense to you. The family was very controlling. So see, there's a difference between Capricorn in the first, Capricorn in the second, Capricorn in the third, Capricorn in the fourth, and ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You have Capricorn in the seventh. And so you see that Neptune there? So close to your sun? It lets me know that the partner tries to take control and there's deception and, even other things that I'm not going to get into in regards to relations. You've been through quite a bit there. Congratulations with the controlling of your anger and making good decisions. It looks like in 2022 there was the last break. I have a perfectionism wound for sure. But it's now not over. The saga still continues because you're approaching your Saturn return. You're going to mature significantly. I would say regardless of the fact of whom or what, pour into yourself. This month has to do with the heart. Count the small wins as well as love those things that you hold close and dear to the heart and do the best that you can. And just consistency is key in anything that you're doing, even with this tattoo thing. Stay with it, even if it gets hard. There's some friends. Allow friendships, multiple friendships to assist you in that regard. Where the partnership lacks is what it looks like there's opportunities for you. You even have to watch out for boundaries in that regard, but for the most part, Jupiter in Taurus is going to transit through your 10th and 11th house, which brings more clients, opportunities in business to boom, as well as some good friends, quality friends. So just be careful before you speed ripping, run into the next attraction. Phi Theta Kappa, Honor Society. Welcome. Put your birthday in the comments. You're on the list. Subscribe. Smash the subscription button ever so gently. I could dig into this a little bit more. I don't want to, but it's not that I don't want to. I don't want to get too deep. But some of the family dynamics and the family relationships, there's some changes that are going to happen there too. Does it say anything in there about being paranoid about deep connection? Yeah, really longing for connection. Well, I think that has ties to your Cancer ascendant. And sometimes it's uncomfortable for Cancer to put people in their place. They want to be nurturing and care and have this idea about family. This is what you want as a Cancer rising ever since you were young, the idea of family. And so it not being there, perhaps, potentially, there's a void there. And I'm not saying that you can't have it, but there's a need to be firm there in your relationships forever. In that sense, you're promised to need to maintain the respect in the beginning and not to let any little thing pass that you see, any little inkling. Pump the brakes, hold up, chat. We got to have a huddle up. Huddle up. We got to have a talk. We got to have a talk. That's what that points to. And that's the Sun, Neptune, and Capricorn so close to the descendant. So any relationships that you decide to dive into head first, right? Come by the live and be like, yo, lab coat, boom and pop. I got a birthday for you. Is this compatible? Boom and blippity. And we'll look at that thing and we'll see some of the aspects. It's called a composite chart. One of the ways that astrology can be utilized as a tool. Spilling tea in here early in the morning, all-nighter with the lab coat. All of you who are in here and have come through here, you're lucky. Honestly, you are. I'm in rare form tonight. This morning, rather. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're calling from. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. Smash the subscription button ever so gently. You got married in 2022? Oh, so you're married now? I'm curious now, I'm invested. I want to know. I want to know now. Jacqueline Strickland, how are you? Welcome. I see your birth information. Is that all? Or Jack L. Strickland. I see you. Peace, Queen. All right, Mazart, I'm going to leave that alone right there. Thank you so much. If you'd like a deeper analysis, you can go to the website or stay tapped in. You can get a whole bunch from the lab coat, leading all the way up to Christmas. I'm always live doing live astrology, boom, bam, and popping. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, so my husband has helped accelerate my growth. He's an Aquarius. Ah, he's an inspiration. What day? I'm curious. January 22nd. In the beginning? Yes, I like him. I like him for you. I like him. He don't pull no punches. It's tough love. He inspires you. He doesn't take your shit. I like him. I like him in the beginning of Aquarius like that. Knowledgeable. A little crazy. A little bit crazy. But he is knowledgeable. He's changeable. Sometimes he doesn't want to be bothered. Very independent, but you learn a lot. You've already learned a lot from him. And it comes suddenly and shockingly what you learn from that individual there. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Does that resonate with you? Jack-L Strickland, I'm putting you in here on the list. Thank you for your patience. Smash the subscription button. Those are the only terms and conditions. You don't have to donate, but they are appreciated if you wanted to, if you were feeling like it. There is a bunch of, I want to say virtual goodies. They're not virtual goodies, but it's ways that you can support the lab coat. Jack A, I'm trying to write your name. Strickland. Okay, got you. Jack A. Strickland. 11 November. Happy birthday. Coming up. 1960. Started being young in here. Let's go. And for all those who are watching, I also have a video for you. Scorpio video is coming soon. I have a video that I just posted. Be sure to check it out. Oh yeah, he's so intelligent. He is. He's an inventor. He invents things. What I do like about him is that he doesn't care about what anybody thinks about him. You know. Shocking knowledge. Okay. Mazart, now we're at Alani. If you're still here. Did you leave? If not Alani, then Itty Bitty. Itty Bitty, are you still over here? You're on both sides? He could have even been an engineer even. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Itty B, you're here. Alani, left. Okay, let's get to it. Here, I see you, Itty Bitty. Thank you for your patience. You're so patient. Appreciate you. I just followed you. Handmade jewelry. Let's go. All right. Ba-da-ba-ba. Is that Pisces? That is Pisces. That is Pisces. Let me see. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. 2:24 p.m. No, it's Aquarius. Why would I say Pisces? It's Aquarius. Toledo, oh, hi. Okay, got you. The more information that you have is the more precise the reading will be, essentially. Birthday, time of birth, city, and state, but you don't have to have it. We could still boom, bam, and pop with it. We could still share some astrological insights early on a hump day, morning, early. Some are getting ready for work. Some are just rolling over into the sheets into a new day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Thank you. Smash the subscription button ever so gently if you want to be on the list. Exotic Lucy, what's good? Grand Rising. I'm doing a rare thing. I'm doing birth charts. Okay, itty bitty, does this look like you? Your chart. Itty bitty creations, I like that. That's talented. I like what you did there. I just picked that up ever so gently. Whoa, wait, itty bitty creations. That's what an understatement for itty bitty creations. There's so many creations. You call it a itty bitty creations? That was very talented now that I look at your astrological chart. You got the sun, you were born. Es la química de astrología. So you were born during a new moon in Aquarius with this little stellium here. This is the sun, and you were born at the new moon. And the reason why I'm tripping off this thing is because Aquarius is so inventive. We just talked about someone who was born in the beginning of Aquarius. This is a little bit stronger in that the sun and the moon, when they both come together, it brings a newness. You see how Saturn is so close here? I wonder what happened to your parents at an early age. That looks like a traumatic event, but I don't want to dig into that too much. But I see that this makes you very inventive in a trance-like type of way, an intuitive type of way. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Serious and business-minded, natural counselor, and you get into some spiritual practices and whatnot, and some of the secrets that you keep secret, and metaphysics and the occult and whatnot. I say that because it's the 8th house. You know, the 8th house also points to the other side, if you will. My father died something he shouldn't have. Interesting. We don't have to dig into that. That was at an early age, though, correct? Before 5 years of age? Correct me if I'm wrong. Talk to me. Exotic Lucy, you could be on the list. It's all good, and yes, early age. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. This lets me know that this time of birth is probably pretty accurate. All right. And so you had injuries to the lower legs also too when you were younger? You know, Saturn being there looks like, you know, the grandparents, or the uncle or something like that, to that nature, in effect, took care of you. Yes, I love numbers. You do. Interesting. I wonder how much you love numbers. Do we do itty bitty numberings? Do we do itty bitty numberings? You dig? You know, can the Avengers unite? Pick some of them numbers. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. Stay focused. Lab coat, get in here. All right, so let's get back to the chart. So this here is what I call a cluster of planets. I got one, okay, let's count them. We got the North Node in Capricorn. We'll count that as one. It's not a planet, but we'll still count that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 10 planets, of the natural planets, are in 2 zodiac signs. Both of these zodiac signs are both ruled by Saturn, right? Which makes you a very, I will use very, to the utmost very, independent, do-it-by-yourself type of person. It's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because this Cancer rising is family-oriented. Every once and again, you'll get into this drift of family and the importance of family and giving and caring. A natural mother, you are, right? Whether you're a mother or not. But these 2 zodiac signs are more aged, more elder, more wisdom, more serious, more calculated, more cautious, and the such. Mars is exalted, Saturn is at home. Uranus and Neptune in Capricorn with Venus. What is that? That's an older partner. And it does have an air of some karmic situations and feelings when it comes to your relationships. You may have had some deception that was there. You know, we can see Neptune situated there so close to Mars. Maybe a little bit of force that was used on behalf of the partner. We'll leave that there. Between 2017 and 2020-ish, was it? Where it was kind of hectic for you in regards to relations that led to a separation or a pause or disappointment or an uphill battle in regards to finding this balance in this respect. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm the example of make the bed you. Itty bitty, that was perfect. You said, yo, classic. I got to screenshot that. That was classic. Forgive me. That was perfect. I loved it. Am I following you? You just got to follow for that. I'm following you. Perfect. All right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You make the bed, you lay in it. And was the bed made and was the laying in the bed, pause, rewind, select that. Was it between 2017 and 2020 for confirmation? Inquiring astrologers would like to know. (2019) Thank you for the confirmation. So that 2019 speaks volumes. I don't know if you can see the chart. Are you looking at the chart that I have over here? I want to be sure that you're looking at the chart over here. It's probably a little bit of a delay, but that's interesting to, if you will, to the location of your Mars and Neptune. It's like, I've had it up to here. My paying dues are over, and college is in. I was thinking about A Tribe Called Quest. I don't know if you know that, but it's like you reached a boiling point. That's pretty interesting. And then after that, it was a little challenging picking up the pieces between 2020 and 2022. You're kind of just climbing out of a situation, or these situations-ish, where you've reached a point where there's like, you can take another deep breath. You know, it started in 2017, lasted all the way until 2022. We're now in 2023. Transportation, not the best, but holding close to that which you love and hold dear, and also friendships. This full moon in Taurus points to friends and gatherings and groups and associations and whatnot. Little parties, it looks like. You can gain some clients maybe through those itty bitty creations that you got going on here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Talk to me. All right, who do we have next here? We just did itty bitty. User 161870358111491, January 20th, 1986, 8 a.m. I was considering that. Yes, you are right on it. I'm close to it. I'm around the block. Well, not around the block. I'm not close to you at all. I'm close to it in that regard, like you said. Perfect. You know, the interesting thing about you confirming that, it kind of connects this grand earth trine that's popping off right now. You know, you don't have anything in Taurus, but by transit, there's a couple of big heavy hitters over here. Whew. You know, one of them is Jupiter. You're having a Jupiter trine and you're having an Uranus trine. So sudden and unexpected things pop off in connection to friends, your thought processes, those things you intuit, and relationships. Not in a marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend type, but more so as business contracts. In the front yard. Yes, I'm all in the front yard. Would you please stay off of my freaking grass? I'm in the yard. What's his name? Debo, I'm all in the front yard. All right, serious, back to business. But it's business though. Stanley, yes. Itty bitty, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this analysis with the lab coat. The only one that you know that multi-streams and drags live from one live to another live, carrying the list, completing the list. On a hump day, might I add. Boom, bam, pop. But my partner is doing his own thing now. It's not easy, but we are all in. It's a little different. I don't know how you can keep, we'll talk about that a little bit later. That's dynamic, you know, that cluster, this cluster of planets here in Aquarius does different. It's different. We're gonna leave that there. When you said business, I see. What's the partner's birthday? I'm curious. I'm invested now. Ray, Gammon, Bridget, Jack, Alani. I skipped right over Alani. No, I didn't. I said Alani. Ray, you're still here? Yes, you're so patient. Are you January 20th, 1986? Ray? 12. Oh, he's born on Christmas. Interesting. I like your husband for you. Whether I like them or not for you, he's still your husband, right? But that. My boyfriend is a Virgo. Wait, let me see. Did I read this wrong? Okay, I'm confused. Okay, so when you said BF, I was, you know how the dog, like what? Okay, we got it. Ray, I appreciate you from Texas, all the way from Texas, up early with the lab coat. Appreciate you. We had about, we had 34 people come here and 8 likes. Love it. Your best friend is a Virgo. There's a lot of benefits through that. Let me leave your chart alone. Itty bitty, we gotta move to the next. We got a couple people here. I'm working on getting through the list. Thank you so much. That's one of the problems that I have is I sometimes make mistakes, and I love astrology and I get to read in the chart. Very rare night. Usually don't do these types of things. Ray, don't be sorry. There's nothing sorry about you. I'm getting ready to put that as a code word, a bad word in my lives. I don't like it. I think it's demeaning. It's probably more for me than you, but apologies, the American textile. It's fine. I love it. I love it. Phi Theta Kappa, I appreciate you for the double taps. I see you there. Exotic Lucy, finally. We need some time of birth. We need some more decals if you don't mind. And you're on the list. Ray, you're up. Let's get you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And we're about to get through the whole list too. I'm about to get caught up. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Okay, yes, okay, you finished it for me. Okay, perfect. Enero. I put 8 a.m. You put 7:56 a.m. See, those, you didn't think that mattered. You just wanted to round it. You said, oh, I see, this guy's serious. Let me get to the minute here. Yes, because those 4 minutes to 8 o'clock is a degree. We'd have been a degree off, even though it doesn't matter in this live and for this circumstance. When I do private readings, definitely the time to the minute is muy importante. Especially when we get into progressing the chart and utilizing some of the predictive techniques. if you will. Let's see, Corpus Christi, okay. If you're just getting here, welcome. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. I'm doing readings. I just knocked off, well, I didn't knock off, that sounded so unastrologist. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9. I did 9. I'm up to like 18 readings streaming in goddamn less than 24 hours. You heard me. But this is how I get better though. Oh, Rhea, I appreciate you for speaking up. Closed mouth doesn't get fed. I appreciate you for the correction. I can be corrected. I have no problem with that. I love it when people correct me on how to pronunciate their name because I wouldn't want nobody to mispronunciate my name. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Muy importante. Yeah, I was saying your name all kinds of crazy. I said Ray. Like, who is he talking to? My name's Rhea. Who does he... Anywho, here you are. Look at these Aquariuses in here. Look at these Aquariuses storming in here. And the mamma jamma boom bam and popping. Cheer. Rhea, that cheer and clap was for you as an Aquarius rising in the past 2 years, and some of the things that you've gone through. You've been resonating with some of the Aquarius interpretations that we've been sharing here. Boom, bam, pow. So the first thing that sticks out to me is that you were born, the day that you were born, the Sun and Venus came together. You know, in Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign, so it deals with the intellect, the mind, the thoughts. It's intuitive, it's genius, it's spurts of genius and insight, flash awakenings. You know, is Aquarius. It brings accidents. It brings someone to be unique and different and like to do things differently, especially when it comes to relationships and engagements and keeping it private with the Sun and Venus in the 12th house by location. We can physically see the Sun, we can see Mercury, the Sun and Venus in the 12th house, which denotes a private person. But if we were to use whole sign house system, it would be placed on the ascendant, and it would denote someone who is even that much more independent and has a certain gift with art and style and fashion and the uniqueness, and makes a beauty out of it, and maybe perhaps even makes money. Are you an artist, Rhea? I'm curious. Or is it fashion? Which one? What type of artist are you is my question. You're an artist? You said yes. I said two things. I'm invested now. I'm curious, is it artistry like jewelry, or is it artistry like clothing? Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at I'm laughing at me. This is great. I'm having a blast. I've learned so much in the past day, 24 hours. I'm actually using astrology as a tool for myself. Low key, middle key, high key, all the keys. All of the keys, all of the goddamn 72 piano keys. We're using each and every one of them. Bim, 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 ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You said I make it easy to flow. Make sure you smash the subscription button ever so gently. For real, I'm in rare form. I guess the rare form is not marathon form. But it is a form that we're doing now. We're utilizing astrology. The lab coat is actually using astrology in his own life, in his own chart. Low key, middle key, all of the 72 keys. Okay, so Rhea, you're not going to tell me which one? That's fine. You want to keep it a secret? That's fine. It's natural. I see. We can see this. We can see this. So let's keep it pushing. She's like, more. All right. So, ooh. You've had some tough circumstances when it comes to your career and how people treat you in public and at the workplace. You've experienced some force from the boss or from the people at the workplace try to do you dirty. Little did they know that you got Jupiter on the ascendant. Very, very lucky. What was it? It was at Let me do some math. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I started channeling Moon in Pisces. You hear me? Close to Neptune with it. Bling! At the age of 14. At the age of 14, did you go to a private school, or did your family move at the age of 14? Jack of all trades. Yeah, I see that. Riddle me this though, at 15, fashion, I got you, you finally gave it to me. You're so secretive, you finally gave it to me when you were ready. You did your own thing, wonderful, perfect. Loving it, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Already subscribed, love. Jack L. Strickland, got you, appreciate you. Thank you for, share it with a friend. Tell him to come through. Tell him, yo, I found this guy, he's in rare form. I don't know if he's always like this. I'm gonna check him out, I just met him. Cool. TikTok, we got a little bit of stillness over here. What's going on over here? Can we get some double taps? Itty bitty creations? Okay, you're just resting, you're listening, do your thing. Do your thing, hang out, it's early. Get some shut-eye if you got work in the morning. If you're getting ready for work. Jack L, you didn't have to answer that, that's all good. We're still rolling. We're still rocking and rolling. I just got off. That's fine. Just pardon my swallows. I didn't realize how loud that was until just now. All right, let me collect myself and get my bridges. This is what we're doing here. We're doing Rhea's chart. The fashion artist, Rhea. That's lucky. At the age of 14 is where I'm at, bringing me back as I so rudely interrupted myself. You did say clothing. I'm looking for 14. At the age of 14, my question, and this is going to allow me to see how accurate your chart is when we get to sitting down and do your astrological chart. For real, for real. No rush in time. You know, I'm going to be here for a little while. But, at the age of 14, did you go to a new school? Did you go to a private school? Did your family move a great distance? A long journey? That happened suddenly and unexpectedly. Was it the age 14 though? Put 14 so I know 14 is fat 14, I can move on. Then I know how to walk with this chart a little bit more. I know based on the story and how it comes out in the chat. I moved to Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay, let's go. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so we know that this is more than likely Akirito. Oh, 2015. Ouch. You had I started digging into the chart. Okay, let me come back here. Come back, lab coat. What I want to share with you is that this ring of fire solar eclipse that transpired in Libra, it did something to an awakened, jostled some your brain cells, brought some wisdom. You know, higher education, learning, travel, possibly thoughts to travel. I don't know if it's a new car. I think it's more new fashion, more ideas, I think is what it is. This is where most of your money, your wealth is through your ideas. Interesting. But the sun conjunct Venus. Love all walks, all different cultures, all walks of life. Your friends are wide in variety. Maybe that's travel or class or schooling or some course or something like that, or educating others. The guru within you is what the ring of fire brought a newness to. Right? Leading up to this full moon in Taurus, which points to your living conditions, where your North Node is at. That was about 1.5 years ago, so finding security. This full moon in Taurus points to your living and domestics, if you will. So are you having a gathering at the house or a party at the house, or Is this the climax? Is this going back to your hometown, or what is this thing here? I'm curious. Itty Bitty, thank you for the share. I appreciate you. That's what the climax, that's what it points to astrologically. Oh wow, so you have the moon in Taurus, which is a secondary testimony that brings some fruits there. But because the full moon is happening at the North Node, that's significant. Force, excuse me, some type of security, that something you've been waiting for quite some time, and or comfort that soothes the mind, living conditions that you've wanted for a long time actually starts to take shape, possibly. That's what the fourth house is, close to the North Node. It's karmic, this full moon, lunar eclipse. But the one thing I do want to share with you, with this career up here, you're getting ready to have a Mars return. I want to zoom in on this. This is why I'm distracted. This here, this is a significant, this is, okay, we're gonna predict something here. We're gonna predict something. We're gonna make a prediction for you here, because that's like way too close. So this, not this lunar eclipse, after the eclipse season, okay? Moving into the new moon in Scorpio. Let's give you a date. I want to give you a date. This will be, because I'm going to beat around the bush a little bit. I can tell my energy. Sometimes when I get too tapped in, I don't be wanting to say too much and offend sometimes people, because people be like, you know, they get nervous, and that's not my intent at all. So I got to be strategic with how I share this, but I do want to share a specific date for you to be mindful of, pay attention to. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I feel some kind of way, for real. Okay, so got it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Leading up to November 13th. Write that date down. November 13th, and leading up to that point. It's important for you to be mindful of the things that you say in public in connection to your career and your work and people who you associate with. Am I not be heard? Oh, because I moved myself. You know, it doesn't have to be anger, irritation, or a fight or a disagreement. It could also be where you're inspired, you know. But I think that you've experienced some challenges in the past. It depends on what happened 2 years ago, and 2 years after that, and 2 years before that, and 2 years. And if there's a series of, you know, in a sense, going to like this type of war, having to defend yourself when it comes to your career and your reputation due to people trying to do underhanded things for the sake of words, if you know what I mean. Ba-da-ba-ba. Talk to me. Am I too interesting to get bored? Jackie, it's early. You might have had your coffee. You're boom bamming and popping. I appreciate you. What am I saying here? Come back. Lab coat, come back. Rhea, have you experienced that? I want to move back home. Why don't you do it? Davina, no, I'm not still on. This is a completely different lab coat. I'm not even here. This is not me. This is, no, yes, I'm still on. Did you send me the message yet so we can schedule? Curious. Appreciate you, Davina. You said, nah, go ahead. Rhea, yeah. You should go back home. You should go back home. Visit. If you can't, stay there. You know, you're an Aquarius. Aquarius has everything to do with difference. Not for nothing. Now when I look a little bit deeper into the chart, when I look a little bit deeper, what is that? That is like a coming into a big change. That's life. That's a life changing. Coming up here this winter here. That's a direct hit. How's your father doing? I'm wondering. You and the father figure in good, you know, communication. No, you're not talking too much. You're doing good. You're perfect. I'm trying to figure out exactly what that is. I'm trying to pinpoint it. You're doing good. I'm wondering how your father's doing and how that relationship's going. But I do want to share this with you. Let's zoom in here to this. Well, let's not zoom in. We can stay just like this. But this zodiac sign, Aquarius, right? Being that this chart is accurate, there are some I want to say some closetary things in the closet there, some hidden aspects of the self that might come out, you know, over the course of this winter. Huge. It's pretty huge, you know, your mindset and your thinking, you know, there's a big something brewing there. This is a brewing. This is definitely a brew, a cauldron brew. I don't know if it's a cauldron brew. I just put that in there. But, yeah. I said closetary things. I'm so silly. Because I have to see after my dad. Yeah, we're going to leave that there. So just make sure that you take your time and don't move impulsively and rush and move into things leading up to this. All of that I said, long story, even the shortest, you know, controlling your emotions, both in the workplace in regards to your overall career. But there's some big changes getting ready to pop off there for you. And I have a 21-year-old and 7-month old grandbaby. Nothing wrong with that. You know, most people think that it's, you know, I looked at that too, thought about that. My parents, oh, we had no children. 21 is not a bad age to have a child. You actually get to be young with the child. Unless there's some responsibility issues there, but, you know, it is what it is. Enjoy. What is that? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank here. It kind of connects you and something that you've wanted to do and some type of purpose or mission and connecting you and your living situation or property or land and the whole back home thing. There's my delay in my comments. Nah, that delay was me freeze. I froze, actually. It was me. He has diabetic foot problems. Okay. I am Shonda. Shonda, how are you? Long time haven't seen you. How you been? We're over on LabCoat. We're over on YouTube having a blast. All those who are waking up or just getting here, welcome. If you're into astrology, you come to the perfect place. All right, I'm going to leave that alone. Rhea, you're one of the most patient people on the planet. Thank you for being energetically empathic and intuitive with the lab coat. It's some type of study that you've learned from some guru is what it is that keeps you and holds you fast in that regard. All right, let's leave that alone. Rhea, thank you. I usually am doing big three. I do big three plus transits in here. The reason why I'm pulling up birthdays is because I started over on TikTok and I wanted to be a person of my word and bring it on over here. Anywho, Bridget, Jack Strickland, Jack A. Did I say your name correctly? Talk to me. Be sure to smash the subscription button ever so gently and like the live if you like the live, especially if you get a reading. You don't have to donate, but it is appreciated. And when you tap on the lab code up there, you'll be able to see all kinds of ways in which to, support the movement. Can we get someone to text in the comments? Or did everyone fall asleep on me? Did we complete the list via default because someone fell asleep? Talk to me. Wow, this live is actually good. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Itty Bitty, appreciate you. Are you on YouTube too at the same time? Are you multi-streaming? Let's get it. Okay, I don't know if Rio just left or what happened there. Maybe it's a delay in the comments. Jack A. Strickland, I assume I said your name correctly. I didn't mean to put that screen up there like that. I'm hanging in here. Appreciate you. All right, what do we want to do here? I guess we got through the list. Jack A, you're the last one thus far, unless someone comes in here, boom, bam, and popping. Now you put 11/17. Your birthday's coming up, coming in hot. Coming in hot. Very, very close to the new moon in Scorpio. You're one of them too. Your temper, you got to be mindful thereof. Just by being a Scorpio sun sign at 27 degrees. Now, do you know the time? Jacqueline, thank you so much. I said Jack A. Where did I get Jack A from? It was the L that threw me off. Jack L. I see Jack L. I see you. I see you. Crafty. We started being crafty in the mammoth jam, and let's go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, let's put your birth information in here. Do you have a time? Jack A. L. Jack L. Exotic Lucy, you're still here. Did you come back? I don't know if you put your birthday in there, but if you don't mind putting it in there again, if you want me to pull your chart up, I'm in rare form. You would be next after Jack A. Jack L. Okay, perfect. Exotic Lucy, thank you. You're on the list. You're next. Jacqueline, do you have a time of birth, is what I mean. Let me speak English here for a minute. If you don't know the time, Jack L, it's fine. Rhea, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Hanging in at work. Really, you started working on Yeah, I guess Jacqueline left. It's got to be a delay. She's got to be here. Well, she doesn't have to be, but. Okay, you put it in here. There is a little bit of a delay on the iPad. Interesting. Not much. The delay really is not that bad. Okay, Jacqueline, I want to let you know something about me. If you give me the birthday, time of birth, city and state, the chart is going to share with me where the sun and all the planets are. If you don't want to tell me the city and state, you could put East Coast or an area close in proximity. I only ask because there's a difference if you're in California, or if you're in Hawaii, or if you're in Europe, or if you're in Latin. I was about to say Latin. If you're in Spain, or if you're in China, or if you're in Japan, like the same time, same birthday could produce a different rising sign. We can put this in here though. November 17th. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, you put 10:49 a.m. Just put East Coast, West Coast if it's the United States. We could rock with that. That's enough for me. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Central Standard Time. Look at that. Perfect. We'll keep you in Corpus Christi, Texas then. That's right around there. It won't be exact, but it'll be pretty close. I wonder if you had issues with your spine when you were younger. What? Okay, we want to do something else. I don't know why that even came up. Chicago is closer. Thank you so much. We don't need the exact location. Definitely, we need the same time zone. Is what we need. For real, for real. I don't know why I spelled it like that. C-I-C. The coffee's wearing down. Mayday, 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 mayday. It is a little bit of a delay. Have you ever seen your chart? You must have seen your chart before if you knew that you have the sun in Scorpio and a Cap rising. This is close to you because we have Cap on the ascendant. We have Saturn there. You know, this does produce 5 Theta. You are placed in positions of authority. I am quirky girl in a banana world of art, imitating life, imitating art. Interesting, you put that. Saturn on the ascendant is pretty responsible at an early age. A lot of tasks and chores. Are you the eldest? Are you the eldest? I'm wondering if you're the eldest. You're a middle child? Interesting. I wonder if you were more responsible than your eldest sibling. Or maybe you got it through and by them. The reason why I say that is because you have Saturn in Capricorn right on the ascendant there. So what that means is Saturn by planetary rulership is comfortable here. It's at home. But its expression is not so much about comfort, it's more so about the comfort of expressing challenges and lessons and hard work and the having to work hard for what it is that you got in life. It makes you usually, people ask you, why are you so serious? Why you look like, because I'm contemplating, that's why. Please, would you please stay off of my freaking grass? Nah, but Capricorn be contemplating. Y'all really be on some contemplation, pondering, looking at things all the way from the top of the mountain on high. I say Capricorn is the boss. Although you're a Scorpio sun, denoted by this symbol here. But this here, Capricorn, with this arrow right here, let's zoom in here a little bit. This arrow is pointing to 18 degrees in specific, which denotes the ascendant, which is the second decant, which is persistent. When you set your mind to something in tandem with this sun in Scorpio, that's what you're promised there, right? But moving forward, selecta. The Ring of Fire actually brought a highlight and a focus and theme surrounding your career, your work, your reputation, you know, being recognized and balancing this whole balancing act, fairness, justice, equality at the workplace. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it looks like you're approaching circumstances with close relatives, sisters, friends, and whatnot. This month, there's some type of community. You're getting together with some of the sisters. I see the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. It's pretty interesting how you have the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the sun is transiting the 11th house, which is the house of friendships. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Talk to me. Let me know, Shun. Or maybe it's a pattern, maybe it's a rhythmic cycle. Maybe it's a rhythmic cycle. You know, this month points to long-term goals. So leading up to this, from the career to the love life and or to the talents and the things that you hold most dear to the heart, which is money, going to get the bag. Taurus in the 5th house. Capricorn's love. You know, money and finer things. Capricorn is also a rich taste. They work hard for it. Why not? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's kind of the theory there. And this full moon actually forms this unit between the earth signs. Look at this green symbol here. This is Virgo. This green symbol here, which is Capricorn. This green symbol here, which is Taurus. This is with the full moon in Taurus, Jupiter, and Uranus. You can't see them, but there's 3 other points that are brewing in regards to your 5th house, which is the house of love, also recreation, entertainment, your creative pursuits, and whatnot. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So that's what I have for you. All right, let me pull up. It looks like Exotic Lucy is next. Jacqueline, thank you so much. I earned that honor without trying. I don't have associates. Let's call them associates. I know friends have deceived you in the past. That's a weak spot. Not a problem. But there's some assistance there a little bit. You know, as long as your heart's pumping, you have to have others in some way, shape, or form, even if it's from the lessons that they've shared with us. I have to start getting the kids up. Itty bitty, you didn't even have to say that. Do your thing. Appreciate you for your time. Hope you've enjoyed the live. Stop by again if you want to. We'll be doing astrology here. Ba-da-ba-ba. Enjoy your day, your morning. Hump day. We're almost there. All right, thank you so much. Exotic Lucy. Let's get it rocking with you. Did I write it down? Yes, I did right here. Yes, that is Jack A. I mean, not Jack A, Exotic Lucy. All right, Exotic Lucy, the list is closed. I definitely got to take a break. and slung my sleep schedule in perfect rhythm. All right, we're pulling up a chart here. If you've enjoyed this live and you've learned something, and you'd come back again, just put a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know. The comments are most indubitably encouraging. Even if it's a heart, something simple, thumbs up, goddamn tapping the heart. All that is energy. It's an exchange, believe it or not, no matter how small. They say that it is some of the tiniest, most minute things in life that goddamn make the world turn. That's not necessarily true, but keep it together in a sense, energetically, possibly. East Meadow, let's get it. Let's get it. East Meadow. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Libra Rising. Another one. Ba-da-ba-ba. You just changed your whole appearance. You just got your hair did. Well, around the 14th-ish. Idio mio. You got another one. Wow. Exotic Lucy. Wow. I did not know. You're not a Capricorn, but you're quite the bossy one. You get placed in positions of authority, if you will. I think the father had a significant influence on you in regards to your mentality, your mind, and your thinking, and made you to have tough skin, even as a Libra rising. No? Talk to me. Small steps get you to big places. Trevor, you're still... Let's get it! I started wilding. Exotic Lucy, not the two smiley faces. I have to go now. Exotic Lucy, don't be sorry. It's perfect. I appreciate you. Next time, join again. I've enjoyed myself. I'm gonna take a little powwow, and I will be back. Exotic, pardon me. Don't say sorry. There's nothing sorry about us. We're forever growing, forever glowing, shining. Let's get it! See